going to the airport, and I'm going to Dallas for my checkup. So it's been 3 years since my first RFA. At that time, my doctor was actually located at the University of Virginia. He has since relocated to the University of Texas Southwestern in Dallas. I am today hopping on a plane, going to see him tomorrow. But first, I'm gonna make a quick stop at Tulsa to visit a friend that I've made along this RFA journey. I am so excited to get to meet her in person. Well, I'm on the ground in Tulsa. Amazingly comfortable here. It is 77 degrees.
Because RFA brought us together. Yeah. You had RFA, how long has it been?
So it's been a little over a year.
You had a little issue, but then once you got over your bump in the road, it was smooth sailing after that.
Smooth sailing.
Yeah.
I have like a 75% overall reduction. Other exciting news, I've been on levothyroxine for 20 plus years, and I did consult my physician. I stopped taking levothyroxine after my RFA just to see what my thyroid would do. My TSH levels ended at a 1.7 with no medicine for over a year.
That is amazing.
That is amazing.
It's fairly hypothyroid.
I think because my nodule was so big, I think it was preventing my thyroid from working. Now that I've gotten RFA, that has really all shifted and changed, and I feel like my thyroid is waking up.
And you're not the only person who's told me that. Other people tell me that symptoms that we're feeling is just not quite right. Even though RFA doesn't directly address those things got better afterwards. I think you're right. I think there's something about the structural problem creating a roadblock to proper function of the gland. We will see with more experiences how this is actually going to help people in all these other ways that we're maybe not anticipating.
And my TSH has not been that low in years. I think I cried.
Oh,
I did. So my doctor, and he said just proceed with caution. And if you have clinical symptoms that are too much to manage, then we need to get you back on. But I was on a low dose for like 25 years. I actually think it was because I had this nodule that I didn't know about, and then it got so big that I couldn't go without the levothyroxine. And now I'm off it. So just keep monitoring me every year, and everything looks great. I lucked out with a great local doctor, and I'm still their only patient that has had RFA.
Local doctors are seeing the results from RFA, laser, microwave, PEI. The more awareness grows, the more patient demand grows, the more doctors are going to say, I need to.
Yeah, it has been single-handedly the best thing I've ever done. Like, I just remember before RFA feeling so desperate. Like, what am I going to do? How am I going to save my thyroid? Finding your group and seeing your group grow over the last year has been incredible. What a beautiful community you've built on the Facebook page.
I want to say thank you to you and to all the other people who help run our group, because if it wasn't for all of you, there's no way we would be in this level now of growth. I cannot do this by myself.
Say we're better together.
I remember what it was like to be in their shoes. And I remember when it was more like finding a needle in a haystack. We've made a lot of progress.
Doctors are really starting to talk about it. And even just here locally, I'm pioneering my local endocrinologist office. So many people that have nodules, there's so many people that are removing their thyroid because they don't know about this procedure. They don't know that it's an option. I mean, it's important that we spread the word.
Holley, every time I get on a plane and the person that sits beside me asks me what I do, not a single one of them has known about any of this. So that's why we keep talking about this.
We're not going to shut up. We ain't going anywhere.
So much fun.
I left Oklahoma and made my way south to Dallas, Texas, where I would meet my friend Paige. The next day, she would accompany me to UT Southwestern, where I saw my RFA doctor, Dr. Alwyn Park. It's been 3 years since my first thyroid RFA procedure, done by Dr. Park at the University of Virginia. and it has been a year since my last follow-up with him. Today, Dr. Park is taking a look at my progress to see if everything is still looking good. And the prognosis is that I have maintained a 90% reduction since my follow-up last summer. This is great news. We will take another look next year, and as long as things remain as they are, there is no need for further treatment. Wow. This is a lot of pops right here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or
earlier this year, I was invited to Baltimore, Maryland, specifically Johns Hopkins, where I attended an RFA physician cadaver training. While there, I got to meet lots of really interesting people in the RFA world, including Dr. Jonathan Leffert, who will be starting RFA in his practice very soon.
I'm going to be going to Brazil, and I'm going to be training under Dr. Leo Rangel, who is one of the world's experts, a surgeon who has done RFA for several years. I think there's going to be 10 physicians who are going to go and do this.
Very exciting, and we're excited to welcome you to the RFA community.
Well, thank you very much.
The tip of the probe is where the heat comes out.
that's right.
And how large is the part that is actually heated?
Around the probe is about a centimeter. Just a circular centimeter.
I was so bummed that I couldn't have someone take my picture while I was a bleeding chicken at Johns Hopkins.
I bet you'll have another chance.
I hope so, but
You could have it right now if you want.
oh my goodness, that would absolutely make my day.
So if you look over here, there's the tip. See the tip? Way at the end there. I'm just moving it back so you can see the tip. I'm putting it in here.
And it starts to turn kind of sparkly. So that's how you turn it on and off.
Okay. So you ready?
Yes.
Right-handed up.
I'm right-handed.
Trying to make it in the same plane as the ultrasound. You're trying to get the ultrasound waves which come out of this to go right through the tip.
So I want to be in line.
In line is the
with
key. Yeah, keep pushing harder. You won't hurt anybody.
Right.
Put it in.
Oh, I see it. I see it. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Move it back a little bit. There, now you're in.
Okay.
So you're right there. The tip is right there. I'll do this.
Okay.
For you,
Cool. Cool. Okay. So,
Pull it back. Good. Back.
see a little white.
You doing it?
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Wow.
So you did it.
Oh
You did
my gosh.
RFA.
RFA gives someone the option to get treatment without having to have a surgery, without having to take thyroid hormone usually, being able to get up from the procedure and go home. There's so many benefits of having the RFA procedure. That, I think, is really something that I wanted to be able to offer within the whole group of things that we do here in our endocrine center.
That was the end of my time in Dallas. Next, I would make another trip south to meet 2 more doctors.
It's going to be the new trend, I believe, in saving the thyroid and avoiding thyroid surgery when you can. And preserving thyroid function, I think, is more important than anything for a patient.
It's so patient driven, and thanks to people like you getting the word out there, I mean, patients know what's right for them. And then so they're really seeking it out, and that's where we're seeing our biggest pushes come from patients themselves. Patients willing to travel long distance to get it. There's a big need out there.
So there are times that we lean into surgery, but as much as I can, I'd like to save the thyroid. I think that's the biggest benefit to patients, is not have to be on hormone for life. How big is yours?
4.4, the biggest dimension.
No
No maintenance.
Wow.
All we're doing is local, no Xanax, no Valium, no nothing. Yes.
A lot of our patients tell us that, this is easier than a biopsy. Are you starting higher or lower?
I'm kind of middle, but upper above a little bit. You're going to hear some popping and a little crackling. So that's normal. That's what we like to hear.
And one patient likened it to pop rocks.
Pop rocks, yeah. Yeah.
100.
The ENT wanted to remove half my thyroid, even though my levels are gorgeous.
Yes.
And so I was like, there has to be an alternative.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll do it.
That no one knows.
He has a complex 6. He had half his thyroid removed in 2012. A surgeon at Baylor told him he needed to have the rest of his thyroid removed, and he's not on hormone, and he researched RFA.
How are you doing? All right, we are all done.
Save your thyroid!
Well, that was my trip to Texas. I had an amazing time. I learned a lot, and I hope you have too. If you'd like to learn more, check out these other videos here. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. And as always, never forget to educate yourself and be your own health advocate. A big thank you to all who made this video possible.